Okay, we have touched down in Hobart. Yes. And we're just waiting to go and pick up our like rental car. So we've decided to rent a car for nearly 2 weeks. A little less than 2 weeks, but we're going to be driving around Tassie. So yeah, I'm glad that Nick knows what he's doing. Like, he's quite good at like traveling, because I feel like I get to places and I'm like, I don't know what you do. I'm a little baby. Fully dependent on you to know what we're doing and where we're going. I am not the organized one. Yeah, I thought it was going to be like freezing here. It is not that cold. Like, I brought this big jacket, and maybe it'll probably get really cold. We're going to Cradle Mountain eventually, so that's gonna be freezing. But kind of just like touching down, getting off. Like, I'm in this little linen t-shirt, which, you know, should be cold, but it's not too bad. Anyway, we'll probably check in when we get our car at some point. Alrighty, we have secured the vehicle. After waiting at the car place for so long, we are finally in. And we're going to figure out the navigation and go into Hobart. So kind of like doing like a road trip around, pretty much around like all of the main places in Tasmania. So, well, not all of them, as many as we could fit in, but tonight we're staying in Hobart. So I'm gonna go figure that out. Okay, we have just checked into our first little hotel. It's quite interesting. I don't know if it's gonna like show up very well, because it's kind of a little dark, like the lighting is coming from a funny angle, but let's give you guys a tour. Literally just walked in. It's like in Hobart, so it's like right near Salamanca. I don't know what that was called, Salamanca place. But yeah, it's like pretty cool. It's a very compact little spot. Little, what do you call it, like an A-frame. Yeah, actual roof. It's very cute, and this little bathroom. Yes, we have to talk about this, guys. This is it's very like cute. Like the tiles in here, I'm feeling the vibe. Very sweet, but we have to talk about something. So as you can see, very nice bathroom, cute shower, toilet. But when we walk around the bed to this side, we'll demonstrate. There's a window right next to the bed where you see into the shower. Oh, he's taking a shower. Oh, but what else is Nick doing in there? What else is he doing? See, I always have a problem with places when they try to do like the sexy shower thing. I mean, I don't really mind like the sexy shower thing when it's like just glass and see-through into there. However, I always feel funny when it's like a glass door to the toilet, because, you know, taking a dump is just not sexy. And it always feels a little bit weird, because we've stayed at a few places where it's like a completely glass like bathroom door and everything. You're like, Nick, you're gonna have to leave the room in the morning. Anyways, we are going to probably go and do a bit of exploring, repark the car. Oh, and we get a complimentary apple, which is a very unusual complimentary thing to get. Only here for one night and then we're moving along, so we'll probably just do some exploring by foot this afternoon and go find some dinner. You reckon? Give it simples. And I might post some of our wedding pictures on Instagram tonight, because we've got some time to chill and sit around. Because I don't know if I mentioned before, but the photographer did send through like a sneak preview of our wedding photos, which is fun. So yeah, very exciting and very quick turnaround. Anywho's, we'll check in later. I feel like that's going to be the running thing of like every snippet is we'll check in later, but we will. So we're just traipsing around in Salamanca. Is it square?
Square's inside there. I think we're just outside the square.
And we're gonna try and find somewhere to eat because I'm hungry. Pretty cute area. I think there's some more restaurants around by the water the other way, so we're gonna see what we find.
Not very good signage placement. Mercury
yes.
Above Tassal.
Above Tassal. I mean, if you're not from Australia, you don't get it, but...
Tassal's like a salmon farming.
Okay, we have some tacos. wine and a view. And our tuna boat man. Okay, we have just gotten back from dinner. I didn't film any of it. We went to like a Greek place. I got like a scallop dish, which was alright. Nick got another kind of seafood dish and he really liked it. And we've just come back to the room. It's still like fairly early, but I just want to kind of sleep a bit earlier tonight.
We also got to plan what's happening tomorrow.
Yeah, we kind of don't know exactly what we're doing yet, but we bought snacks. So Nick is eating a little, what do we call this? It's like a dairy-free, gluten-free Tasmanian ice cream bar. So they looked super cute, but they're tiny. And we get back and Nick opens it and he drops it straight on the carpet. He's like, yay, ice cream.
They're very small. Do you want some?
Coffee. It was actually pretty good. He washed it off and there was a 5-second roll, so that's okay. We bought some other little snacks, so we got these. We're going all out because why not? But we got these little chocolate bark. And it's chocolate bark with cracked coffee beans. So that's something a little bit different as well. And also some dried cherries. These were sugar free, so that they were worth trying because usually all cherry products are like coated in a layer of sugar. But anyway, they're our like driving snacks because we're going to be driving for quite a while tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to settle it. You look, I don't know, Russian or something. We're gonna settle in. I think we might watch a movie or something. I feel like that would be nice because it's still pretty early. But yeah, we'll probably check in at some point tomorrow. Okay, we are about to check out of this hotel. Very cute. We realized that the sunrise is like quite late here.
It's like 7:20.
Which, what, I don't know, what is it back at home? Like 6
something? At the moment, yeah, like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, so I feel like I usually wake up at like 6, between 6 and 6:30, but here it's like
so I set the alarm, I'm like, it's pitch black out.
Yeah, I'm not getting out of bed. So we are going to say goodbye to the epic green bathroom. Outfit of the day, we have puffy jacket, t-shirt.
Repeat.
Different
shirt, kept the same jeans.
You look much more rugged up than me.
I like to be rugged up.
And then we have baggy, well not super baggy, but straight leg pants, docks, and I think I'm going to put on a beanie because my hair be greasy. And back in Brisbane you never have an excuse to wear a beanie because it never gets cold enough.
The grey beanie or the red beanie?
I can do either. I can do red beanie.
Well, not red, terracotta.
It's the terracotta beanie.
What do you want?
We can be matching. Now we look like we both work on tuna boats.
Except mine looks more like a real tuna boat and yours looks like a, let's go for a day trip.
Fashion tuna boat. Okay, goodbye room. Alright, we're on the road again. We went and had some breakfast in Brunswick, I think. Born at Brunswick, which was really nice. Nick is very adventurous. Nick got octopus scrambled eggs. See, when it comes to seafood, Nick is actually really adventurous and he loves to eat seafood. I am a little wuss. Like, I'm a little bit of a hypocrite too because I know how like healthy it is to eat seafood, but I'm a little baby. I don't like anything that tastes too fishy or like the ocean. I can do like things like scallops and like certain fish. Well, I'm pretty okay with fish.
Oh, if it's not too fishy, you'll do it.
Unless it's like a really fishy fish. Like, I'm fine with salmon, snapper, tuna. Can't even think what else do people eat. All the main fish. Cod.
These are all like really non-fishy fish.
Anyway, so we've established I'm a little bitch when it comes to eating seafood. But we are currently on the road. We are heading to Lake St. Clair, I think, today. But we're going to stop off and do like a walk at Mount Field, I believe, on the way. So we're going to, yeah, do like a little bit of a walk. So far the drive has been really nice. Like really country vibes. Like Hobart was fairly small, and like just outside of Hobart I feel like you're just hitting all of like the farms and stuff, which is really nice. And it's just like really different kind of landscape. Like I feel like there's a proper autumn going on here, like the leaves are yellowing, whereas in Brisbane you go pretty much from summer to winter. There's like no in-between seasons. So yeah, that's been really nice, and the views in the car are really pretty. But yeah, I'm gonna keep driving. It got like pretty hot as soon as you start walking. But here at Maine Waterfalls, I'm sure you cannot hear me. Very pretty. Alrighty, we have teleported through time. Let me find a cozy space to update you guys. Okay, I look like I crawled out of the bushes, which I kind of did. We have fast forwarded through a few days. We spent 2 days over at Lake St. Clair, which was really nice. We were in like a little like cabin sort of thing with a fire. It had like a spa bath and stuff. Although there was a few funny things.
Rephrase it. It wasn't really nice. It was pleasant. It was
pleasant. So the place that we were at, like, for like, I feel like it needs full context. So we stayed at like a little cabin, and I just can't get over how frizzy my hair is right now. But we stayed at like this little cabin, and when we booked it online, it had like an indoor fireplace and a spa bath, which we were like, oh, that'll be fun. When we got there the first night, we fill up this spa bath, and we realized that all the water is yellow. It's kind of like, you know, it starts off a little tinge, and then as you fill the bath up, it's like more opaque. And it's like, so like, okay, the spa bath is yellow. I think that's just the color of the water there. I don't know what's in the water. It just doesn't, I don't know how many layers of filtering they have going on. Hello. So the bath is yellow. We turn on the spa, like the jets, and it shoots water all across the bathroom. I like pretty much scream and hit the floor. I'm having to die till I turn it off. And we were like, well, I guess it was just not maybe as romantic as it was made out to be. Yellow, questionable water. All the drinking water was also yellow. But it might have been nothing. Like, I don't want to be like too nutty about it, but the cabin otherwise was really nice. Like, it was very cozy. It had the fireplace. And that was really nice. But anyway, we've moved ahead a few days, and we have just stopped at STRAHAN, which is like a little coastal sort of little township. Oh yeah, like it's on the Gordon River. Coastal is probably the wrong word. Very quiet. It doesn't really matter too much because I think we're just going to stay at our Airbnb, and we are doing like a little cruise tomorrow. But we just checked into the Airbnb, and it is the cutest thing ever. I think we did like a good job booking here. We're kind of like a little bit out of the way in kind of this secluded little spot. So there's no TV here. It's kind of like a nice little writer's cottage almost. But I'll give you guys the full tour because we just got here and it's super duper cute. So when we got here, there was a whole load of, like, there was a whole entourage of ducks, which we're going to feed eventually. Come in and don't mind all of our stuff, which we've unloaded. But we have this cute little view of this little dock. As I said, like, there's heaps of ducks that were coming up before. I don't know, how many ducks do you reckon there were?
Maybe 15?
There was a lot of ducks, which I'm dying to feed. Obviously they get fed quite often, but it's very quaint. So we've got like this little table set up, which we might, I think for dinner tonight we're just gonna have like cheese and gluten-free crackers. Keep it simple because there's not like a lot of places to eat around here either, so we will just have a chill.
Better view than we had at the Lake St. Clair Lodge.
Yeah, it's a better view than our cabin. It's very pretty. So we've got this little table, And then they've got this cute little like loungy daybed type thing you could like look out the window too. If you don't mind all of our garbage, we have this cute little quaint kitchen. There were some eggs when we got here. They've got a little butter pat thing. They've got a bread, which I guess we won't eat, but it's nice too. And a bottle of wine that's complimentary. All of their like cups and stuff are all like ceramic and super duper cute. I'm dying. We have the bed, which is very cozy. This is a double bed. I haven't slept in a double bed since, I don't know, maybe when we were like 18. So the outside window. And then we have the bathroom, which is very quaint. We've got a toilet. We have the basin and the bath. So there's actually no shower here. Very cute. There's like this little window looking outside. And that's pretty much it. They call it like a, I don't know what they call it, a bayside shack. But it'll be nice to have all of the stuff to like do our own cooking and stuff, even though we're not staying here very long. And yeah, like the main door, like the top part opens up. Nick, you want to tell them what this place was called?
Bushy Summers.
We keep making that like a little joke. Like, Bushy Summers. We're going to Bushy Summers. But yeah. Anyway, very cute little spot. I think I'm just going to park my butt here and that will be my view. Very quaint. And I'm just waiting for the ducks to come back because we bought them some goodies. We went down to IGA and we bought a zucchini and some apples. We're like, we could chop them up some apples. I don't really want to feed them bread because I don't want to feel like I'm killing the ducks, but yeah, that's the plan. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. We watched Netflix movies in bed last night and this morning we're going on like a little river cruise, so we'll see what that's like. But we're currently just making a quick breakfast before we head out. I've just gotten ready. This kitchen is so quaint and the sunrise actually doesn't rise in this direction, but it's still very pretty over the water. We have our French press coffee going. And Nick, in your beautiful pajamas, is making some eggs. They do like cast iron pans here. And we have some gluten-free toast on the go as well. Yeah, that's the setup, and I think we're gonna head off relatively soon. Mm-hmm.
All about. Got it? That's it.
Found it. Hello. It is about, I don't know, nearly 6 maybe, 5:30ish. And obviously we're back from the little cruise that we did today. It was interesting. It was...
Show them what we're being attacked by outside.
We're getting attacked by... Wait, we can open up the top. I think there's some gang violence about to happen. I'm sorry guys, we've already fed them a whole zucchini. I'm sorry guys, that's all. That's all.
I worry for our safety if we don't lock the door tonight.
So we went and did a little cruise today. It was good. It was very pretty. It's like in a World Heritage listed area on the Gordon River. So that was really nice. What else? Oh, it was interesting. They did go through like the salmon farming areas, which I think I have to do a little bit more research, but me and Nick are quite bad. Even though I don't believe in eating farmed fish, we often buy like the regular salmon only because, you know, we try to do like organic other meats. Like we go to our butcher, we pick up organic beef, grass-fed beef.
It's really hard to find wild caught.
Well, number one, it's very hard to find wild caught salmon. Yeah, and then number two, if you do, well, that's the thing, because if you're in America, I think it's a lot easier to get wild caught because salmon is like available in like Canada, and like that's where salmon's habitat like naturally is, whereas in Australia they don't really belong here, so we're just trying to make it work here. So it's not as accessible, and most of the salmon here is farmed. So yeah, me and Nick are usually not very good, even though I believe in getting the wild caught. Yeah, it's just like really hard to find, and when you do find it, it's extremely expensive. Like we can manage to make organic beef and other meats work, but wild caught salmon is like ridiculously expensive and like unaffordable. Like I don't think we can really make that fully happen. You can get tinned salmon, which is for the most part wild caught, but if you want like the fillets, it's just really challenging. So we're a bit bad in that way, and it's something that's always in the back of my mind that we have to like fix up, but then at the same time, whenever we look at doing the switch, it just isn't really feasible for us. So anyway, after today though, we went and we saw, so in Australia the main kind of salmon farming companies are Tassal and Huon. I believe those are the main two, but we saw like some of the Tassal, like I don't know what you call them, they're like the salmon pods.
Yeah, the pods. Where
they farm them, and it's a little bit creepy. I don't think I really like it, and obviously they feed them like fish pellets, so they're telling you all about how they farm this salmon as if people are meant to be like happy about it. They're like, oh, we put them into these little pods where they have X amount of space, and then we shoot pelleted food at them. I'm like, okay, Nick, maybe we need to, I don't know, think of another way that we can do seafood properly, because it's just really tricky. So I've been kind of like very briefly looking online and seeing like, can you bulk buy wild caught salmon? Just because like the other factor is you can replace it with another type of fish, but it's not going to have all of the like omega-3 benefits because salmon is a little bit unique. And the other factor is that I think salmon fillets are just really enjoyable. Tinned salmon isn't quite the same, so if you could find a way to make the fillets work, that would be ideal. There does seem to be some websites that you can get it like wild caught in bulk, which may make it a little bit cheaper, so we might either go and look into that, or the other alternative is finding a way to make sardines more palatable. Just ways that you can cook sardines, because they are another really good fish that would be easier to buy wild caught here in Australia. I just need to think of a way to cook them that will be tasty and not super fishy, and that isn't in fish cakes, because that's the only way I can figure out these days how to cook or how to eat sardines in a way that's not like super fishy and gross. So anyway, those are some things to think about. So we did see the salmon pods, they did freak me out, and we did also see, like the other day, we weren't even looking for it, it was like where they hatch the salmon, which is way in mainland, which seems just kind of wrong and creepy on a few different levels. So it's like they hatch the salmon in on the mainland in like these big drums, and then they wait till they're like 500 grams and they ship them out to go into these salmon pods that are in the river. And I think this is probably like the cleaner version too, because I have watched a documentary before in the past with Tassal specifically, and it was not on the Gordon River, because it does seem like the water here is like clean and stuff, so from that angle it's not the worst. But I think I would be silly if I thought that this was the only spot where they were farming them. I almost wonder, and I could be wrong, I almost wonder if this is more of a like marketing ploy, like they take tourists up and down this river, they show them the Tassal pods. Seems like such a beautiful clean river. The water is like drinkable out here from the river because it's so clean. Well, but I don't think this is where they're farming the majority of the salmon. I think that's maybe, I could be wrong, but I feel like maybe that's BS, because I have seen also some docos in the past where they were farming them in like some kind of bay area, and because the water was so disgusting, it's like the fish swimming in their own filth, and it was just, you know, overcrowded and lots of issues. So I don't know, it just kind of reminded me of all of the issues surrounding salmon, and that was a really long rant. But now we're trying to think of ways that we can eat seafood more responsibly. because as I said, it's an issue that we've like had in the back of our minds for ages, but just because it's so expensive, it's like a difficult issue to deal with and figure out what you're gonna do. So yeah, anyway, we're in the middle of making dinner. So for dinner tonight we are eating in, which is the really good part about being in an Airbnb. We have some eye fillet cooking with asparagus, mushroom, and Nick is also going to do some baby carrots. Looking good. Okay, so we have a gourmet dinner of eye fillet, honey glazed carrots.
Didn't do too bad. I'm not really a good eye fillet
cook. I haven't really cooked much eye fillet. We don't cook a lot of steak at home, but we have asparagus and some mushrooms. Very nice. So it is the next morning and, well, it's actually about 10 and I think we're about to leave our Airbnb, which I'm super sad about. This place has been so cute and the ducks were so nice. This place is actually called, if you're ever visiting Tassie, we're down in, I realize that I've been saying it wrong the whole time too. We're in STRAHAN, which is spelt like STRAHAN, but I think you say it's Strahan. At least that's how they were pronouncing it when we were on the cruise the other day. But this little place that we've been staying in is called Bushy Summers. It's an Airbnb, so if you ever do a trip to Tassie, I would recommend staying here if you're down this way because it's very, very cute. We have thoroughly enjoyed the little kitchen. Oh, Nick looking all rugged up again. And today we are going to drive out to Cradle Mountain, which is like a 2-hour drive. I don't believe there's going to be any reception out there. Otherwise, we're saying goodbye. I'm very sad. Goodbye, Airbnb. I want to make an Airbnb.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye. Alrighty, we are at Cradle Mountain. It is very green in here. And we're looking for wombats. I'm seeing wombat poop everywhere.
Wombat scat.
Wombat scat. Haven't identified a wombat yet, but we're looking for one. Anyway, we're gonna do like a...
Under there, you can see all the poop.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that a wombat lives sometimes in that tree, but...
Maybe that's just his poop tree, his toilet.
Maybe.
His outhouse.
Could be. But we are looking for him. And we arrived not that long ago. We've just had a little bit to eat. And we're gonna do like a couple hours walk, I think, and then check into our room later this afternoon. I'm trying to like find all of the animals, but I haven't had much luck yet.
Sanctuary for Tasmanian devils.
But that is not the same. It's not the same.
Not the same, but I think they're highly endangered.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find a Tasmanian devil in the wild, but I have like a lot of hope for the wombat at this stage. So, wish us luck. He's like, go away. We have spotted another wombat. Several wombats. Let's go over here. Okay, we are, where are we? We're at Cradle Mountain, but we're not like on Cradle Mountain. We are doing a walk around.
At the moment we're above the wombat pools.
We're above wombat pools. We've seen lots of wombats. Not here, but just back at base. But we have a very nice view up here.
I think back there is Lilia Lake, and then the bigger one is Dove Lake.
Yes, and it's a really nice misty day too. I don't feel like I can quite capture how special it is on camera. Well, flip. Okay, so this is our current view. Yeah, getting...
Speeds of water on my face from the fog.
We're in the middle of the fog. We've got the fog all travelling over this little peak. Death Valley. Hi, cootie. Okay, so we have just gotten to Launceston. We had some lunch and we're just going to check into our Airbnb. So this will be interesting. It's meant to be like a, what do they call it again?
Townhouse.
It's a Georgian inspired townhouse. So we're just out the back at the moment. It's got a cute little like yard space. Very sweet. And I'll give you guys the grand tour. Okay, so we have a full-blown kitchen to work with, which will be good. I think we'll have to cook dinner in tonight, which will be nice. Very cute. Got a cute little fireplace. Ooh, and we've got another bathtub and a skylight. That is a big bathtub. Hello. He's very cute. We've got the fancy rainwater shower. Bedroom. I can imagine you could stay here for a while. Like there's heaps of room to do whatever you need. Very cute. Oh well, I think we're gonna probably cook dinner tonight, so I might go to the shops and buy some stuff. Alrighty, we have just gotten back from Woolworths. So because we're in an Airbnb, we're gonna do a bit of our own cooking tonight. I think Nick's gonna make his chicken dish, which is like a chicken and capsicum sort of, I don't know what you call it, stewy sort of thing. So we went down to Woolies, we picked up some stuff. It'll be a nice change because we've been eating out like so many meals.
Sometimes it's nice to just have a home cooked meal.
It is, like, it's fun eating out, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you just get a little bit like, I just need like a home cooked meal. So that's why having some Airbnbs booked has been really good. We've stayed at like some hotel sort of lodges and stuff as well. But yeah, so we have just done a little bit of shopping. We got some eggs, we're gonna do breakfast. Lol, I bought these because I need some fun and entertainment tonight, and I'm gonna use this on Nick. I don't believe in like these pore strips, but I just think it'll be funny because Nick, you have a whole bunch of blackheads in your nose and
I'm perfect, leave me alone.
we're gonna give it a try. Moving on, we have some capsicums that are gonna be in our dish tonight. We have some potatoes. I got a nail clipper because my fingernail snapped off and I need to cut the others. It's really disgusting, don't look at it. We have an onion. We got some persimmons because we can't, well, like, I don't feel like persimmons are a good fruit to buy back in Brisbane, but it makes sense that they can grow them down here because it's colder, so we're gonna try persimmons. We had the best persimmons when we were in Croatia, just because like that's the environment that I think they grow best in. Coconut cream for our dish tonight as well. This is the one that I always buy. And we got some kombucha. They had mango flavor, so we obviously got kombucha. And some chicken, and that's pretty much it. Oh, goat's cheese as well. So we're also going to use some goat's cheese on our breakfast. But yeah, anyway, that's the bulk of what we got. Nothing too crazy. I think we're going to relax and make some dinner, and I'm going to put a pore strip on you. Okay, we have the pore strip on. And we're in the middle of making some dinner. We have a chopped onion, some garlic. We have our capsicums that are going next, and we have our pot with butter. Okay, dinner is coming along. We have our potatoes and our chicken dish. The fire was working for a minute, and now it's not. Nick did his pore strip. It didn't work very well. I'm trying to convince him to do a skincare routine.
Doesn't work.
He doesn't think it works. I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep working on it. Even just a moisturizer, a little exfoliation.
Knife's a bit sharp.
Cut yourself. He's not listening to me. He's like... So added in the coconut cream. It's looking real good. It is nearly 10 p.m. Don't mind all of our stuff, but Nick did manage to get the fire going. And we are playing Scrabble. Have you done your turn yet, Nick?
No. Do you want to tell the people what the score is? Shall I tell them what the score is?
You can tell them what the score is.
Amy is on a respectable 128 points.
Shut up.
I'm on 231.
It's late. This is my next word, in case you're wondering. You're gonna go down. Hey guys, it has been very gappy between filming. I just film whenever I feel like it, so there's a lot of missing stuff. We've seen fairy penguins, we've done lots of walks. I can't remember when I had the camera up last, but we have just arrived at our next location and we're in FREYCINET. Could be saying that wrong, I have no idea. I see the spelling of stuff, but then you hear someone say it out and about and I'm like, oh, I've been saying it completely wrong for the whole time. So if you're from Tasmania and I'm saying everything completely wrong, I do apologize, but I believe we're in FREYCINET, which is kind of along the coast, so it's more of a coastal area. Is it Coles Bay is the main thing, Nick? Yeah. Coles Bay, which is really pretty. We have just checked into our hotel room. It was a lot bigger than I expected. So we have a telescope, which was quite random. But I mean, it'll be good because we have an amazing view of, what is that again? Hazards something. Hazards Peak?
Yeah.
But yes, there was a telescope in the main bedroom, which is interesting. And this bathroom, it's kind of like, what the heck? It's massive. Like, half of this room is shower. I don't know if you can quite see the scale in video, but this room is like half of a shower, so
Nick
interesting.
For scale.
Yeah, you can be scale. So Nick calls, what did you say it was?
Nick for scale.
No, you were like saying the laundering thing. Oh. I like to make a lot of noise when I launder. If you don't know the reference, it's the murder house. What is it?
How Met Your Mother.
How Met Your Mother, when they
asked to design a murder house. It does look like
a murder bathroom.
Yes.
All we need is a drain in the middle of the room. But anyway, that sounds a bit nasty. This is what I actually look like today. Yeah. I've been wearing like the same clothes for so many days, but we did do a little bit of laundry at the last place. I don't think we really vlogged much at all in Launceston. Or maybe I did. I think actually I'm losing track of the days. We did vlog a little bit in Launceston when we arrived. But yeah. So, yeah, that's the deal. There's a cute little balcony out the front as well. Ooh, with a hammock, except it's freezing out here. But, I mean, that would be a really nice spot to have a coffee. But I'll freeze my butt off. So we're going to be here for 2 nights. So tonight, in terms of dinner, I think we're just going to be doing like cheese and wine. It's the other thing. I feel like I haven't been filming a lot of the food that we've been eating. Keeping everything pretty much well, we are keeping everything gluten-free. But, you know, I'm not really focused on being healthy on this trip. We've had a lot of snacks, desserts, all time, wine pretty much every day. But yeah, you know, when we get back we'll be on the straight and narrow, but I'm not really thinking about that while we're here. So tonight for dinner we are going to do like a cheese night, I think. So we bought some cheeses and things at the shops, a bottle of wine, we have cards. That's pretty much what we've been doing the whole time. It's been very in and out reception as well, so a lot of places don't have Wi-Fi, which is really nice because you know, social media and stuff kind of just rots your brain. So it feels kind of like a nice reset as well. And I don't know when we get home what I'm going to do about all the social media stuff, because you realize how much time you waste on, you know, all that stuff. But anyways,
it didn't work.
It didn't work. So I don't know what we're going to do now. We'll have a think. We still have to unpack and bring in all of that stuff, but shouldn't take too long. Okay, it is the next day. It is freezing today. It is 7 degrees, which, you know, depending on where you live, that's cold or not that cold. Celsius. But the problem is that it's 7 degrees, but what's making it really cold is the wind. It is so windy today, and we're like up on a big hill cliff thing. I feel like we're just getting buffeted by the wind, but you know, we were tempted to stay in and be really lazy, but we're going out and we're gonna go do a walk. I had originally wanted to do this walk up a mountain, like Mount Amos, I think it is, but it's been kind of like on and off rainy, so I don't think they really recommend doing that. So we're gonna do an easier walk for an hour or two, and then maybe go out and grab some lunch. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be absolutely freezing out there because
it's freezing.
We just had to do the walk to the car and I almost died, so. Anyway, wish us luck, and hopefully there's some good views. Okay, it's raining a little bit more, which is a bit difficult with glasses. I've lost layers. Of Wang Glass Bay. I doubt anyone can hear anything because it's very windy up here, but it's very pretty. We lost a lot of layers because, well, he hasn't lost any layers. It gets hot as soon as you start walking. My glasses need windshield wipers. Okey-dokey, so looking a bit rough today, but it is our last day in Tasmania. We are just on our way to the airport, so we're about to head home in a few hours. But yeah, we've spent the night, oh, what was that? We've spent the night in Hobart, back at like this first place that we stayed at, so the Moss Hotel. And we had Salamanca markets yesterday. And yeah, so we're headed back to Brisbane. It's been a very nice time down in Tasmania, but we are looking forward to seeing Billy. So Billy has been staying with my mum and her sister for about a bit over 2 weeks now, because we left her just before we went on the wedding weekend. So we're definitely missing our Billo.
Most definitely.
So even though it's sad to leave and go back to normal life, we are looking forward to seeing Billy. Dying to see Billy. The past few days it's just like, as the trip comes to a close, you're just
less sad about going home and more happy about seeing Billy again.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna sign this one off. Hope you guys enjoyed this random video, even though I'm sure it's very sporadic, like little bits all over the place. But if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and we'll see you in our next vlog when we are back home and doing normal life again. Alrighty.